You can move to the next one. And this one is a little easier to digest. It's a simple straw that promises to cure your hiccups. That's it.
Oh.
A contraption once and for all. Be done with hiccups. Have you ever had hiccups before, Will?
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. I think I swallow too quickly.
Really?
Like
I just want to know,
something.
when you say all the time, I'm actually curious here.
It's not, well, yeah, it's pretty common, I would say.
I want to know how frequent.
2-3 times a week.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's highly irregular. Right?
No, I'm thinking that's pretty regular as far as
Oh,
hiccups
is it?
go.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Regular in the sense that you're having the hiccups regularly. I don't know if it's regular compared to other people.
Compared to other people, I would think it would be irregular. Like the amount of it.
Like you're saying well, definitely if you're comparing to me, I would say I can't even remember the last time I had hiccups.
Exactly, yeah. I feel like that's like a lot of people. Right?
But my kids get hiccups.
Oh.
But maybe they also eat fast too.
Yeah. I don't drink enough water while I eat.
Or maybe that's it.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of things.
You don't drink it while you eat?
Not really, no. I drink afterwards, which does help with the hiccups. You know, it kind of subsides afterwards.
Why are you drinking afterwards?
What's wrong with drinking afterwards?
No, I'm just curious.
I don't know. I like to enjoy my food.
I feel like I need to have a drink nearby in order to
'Cause
enjoy
you're-
my food properly.
Sure.
Because it acts as like a little reset in between different flavors.
No, I hear you. I do that sometimes.
In fact, I remember having gone to the restaurant where they would bring something to cleanse the palate in between the dishes. If you go to like a really fancy restaurant,
Oh, okay.
and it was a sorbet, but like a subtle sorbet. It wasn't super sweet or anything. They're like you have this little tiny amount of sorbet that you would eat, and then the next dish would come out.
Every time?
I think it only happened once.
Oh.
In between like the appetizer and the main dish.
Yeah.
And then this thing was in between. And I was like, you know what? I feel reset right now. I'm ready for anything.
Huh.
I'm getting hungry thinking about this. Anyway, this little device, you need it then, Will. If you're 2-3 times a
I'm
week,
curious.
you actually should get this because apparently in 90% of the people that they studied, this immediately cured their hiccups. So what it is it's a straw with a bend at the top and a tiny little hole on the bottom. And the idea here is that you have to pull really hard to bring water through it. And so you would engage the diaphragm with that amount of suction necessary. And you could trigger the reaction for the nerves to send to the brain that, hey, we're okay, we don't need to keep hiccuping.
Right.
If you scroll down, it will give you some of the science behind why you have hiccups. Yeah, you
Okay,
can.
well, the name is Hickaway.
Okay, so you're upset.
Hick. Why?
Hiccup.
I get it, but that's a weird term,
okay.
you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
No, you're right. You're right. It's an unfortunate name,
Yeah.
but they just want to say that your hiccup is going to go away.
Yeah.
That's all, Will.
I hear you.
They just want to
I just had to spin it.
No, you make a fair point. You make a fair point. It's a $14 cure that they claim is far more reliable than any other option. Your hiccups start when the diaphragm muscle in your chest contracts. So your lungs fill with air. It begins to spasm, starting a chain reaction. And the vagus nerve panics. And quickly, is that the word panics? Where am I reading this? Yes. And quickly closes the epiglottis at the back of your throat, creating that hic sound. An emergency reflex that's useless to modern humans. Anyway, so if you do this, you sip through this particular straw with this shape and that tiny little hole, it is going to reset your brain's relationship with that nerve.
Interesting.
And let it know that everything is okay. For me, if I ever have had hiccups, which like I said is probably like maybe twice a year or something, usually just holding my breath for a bit works. But
yeah, there's different ways to
but maybe
solve it.
Maybe it's a placebo. I don't really know.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen that often. Anyway, that's all the things that I wanted to talk about in our usual detour clad fashion.
Yes.
Clad with detours. Remember watching commercials as a kid? Tremclad.
Tremclad. That sounded really familiar.
Tremclad. It's a paint for outdoor furniture, I believe. And you would paint up rusty. The commercial would be a rusty outdoor furniture, and you would just throw this on, and it's like new.
Right. Well, paint does wonders.
Anyway, our show here is clad, but instead it's detour clad.
There we go.
Anyway, that wraps up that portion. But we still got Willie Doo's moment to shine here, in which he brings the best of the internet to us. And this is our hybrid format where Willie Doo is he's gonna shock us, he's gonna entertain us, he's going to surprise us. It's all gonna happen, and it's that portion of the show, and it's rapid fire.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Let's do it.
Let's see what you got.